whatever you can decide to do, you can do. That's what the Filipino is. Kaya natin. Thank you very much, Lizel, for having me here at Tinig, UK. And congratulations for the bravery and courage to start this entrepreneur, this venture of allowing Filipinos in Britain to listen to your voice. And thank you for having me here. So your question is, what is my message to Filipinos in general and Filipino women in particular? My message is, we can do it. We can do it. The very fact that we left our home country and came to another country, a foreign country, and worked hard and make it meaning to say that we are able to, I will not consider it break the ceiling. We talk differently, we look differently, we have our own customs, but we can make it like you and like so many others here. So what I'm saying is, whatever you can decide to do, you can do. That's what the Filipino is. Kaya natin. Basically, for Filipinos, it's not like suddenly I run $1 million business. It is so important for us, for anyone listening to now, and for those who is going to read the book, that you have good core values. And so when I was growing up, my father, who was an orphan when he was 12, lived with a rich uncle, was able to give us a very comfortable life. But when we were growing up, the core values of what made him successful, the very first one, hard work. After, we have our Saturday huge meal because he works in Manila, comes for the weekend, okay, full meal, and sitting in the veranda, overlooking the town of Sorsogon, he would start I call it brainwashing, but really it's passing of values. So the first one, what are the 5 secrets of success? Almost every week. So it's impressed in my mind. First, hard work. And he would tell stories how hard he worked. That's why we could experience, middle class. Number 2 is common sense. Common sense is not uncommon. It's not very common. For instance, what is common sense? You are earning a living, you lost your job. So your income is down, your expenses is up. Common sense. Reduce your expenses, increase income. So that common sense. The third one is resourcefulness. Give a good example. The Quiapo. Quiapo is a church in the Philippines, very well known. And it's baha because oftentimes, there is flooding in Manila. So how do you go to Quiapo? You cannot walk. So you swim. Or you don't know how to swim, salbabida, which is a lifeguard. Or if you can afford it, helicopter. In other words, in any problem, there is a solution. All right? And the fourth is determination. You want to achieve something, you fail. So what? Failure is a point of education. So even if you fail, even if you're frustrated, the next day is another day. Determination. And the last one is faith in God. Because no matter what happens, you are a child of God. You have values. Yes, it's something that you love to do. So I love ballroom dancing.
Okay.
Filipinos are great in ballroom dancing. The second one is reading books. All right. So actually, inspiration is my husband's book. When he died, he did not finish his book. So I hired Blair Walker to finish his book. He interviewed 100 people and came up with this book because it's important. He was black. He was able to buy $1 billion business empire. How Reginald Lewis created $1 billion business empire. And he has inspired a lot of, especially Black Americans, even Filipinos. When they read the book, said, wow, he's thinking big, I'll think big too. All right? So I was doing this from 1995 when it was published all the way to last year Why? Because in his book, I'm chapter 6. But in my mind, I have more than one chapter.
Yes,
So I said, I will take his title and write Why Should Guys Surround the Fun? So that's my fun. Reading, ballroom dancing, and the other important thing is movies. Because my father established a movie house in Sorsogon named after me, Loida Theater. Why? Because he wants for me to run for public office. So when I'm ready, I already have name recognition. All right, so those are things that I have fun. And of course, being with my friends, being with my family. We always have a reunion every year where I bring all my relatives in New York. All right, so sometimes we are 40, 50, 60. At one time, 80
Wow.
came to East Hampton. Yes, so those
Fantastic.
are, yes, work hard, but have fun.